This is the freedom. Ooh, this is the freedom. This is the freedom. This is the
Greetings. This is His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I Public Trust Freedom Prayer, published in Addis Ababa, 1936. This is reproduced by the Raspective, curated by Ron Stevenson and Janelle Hornet, presented by the Raspective. Today's narration will be by Ron Stevenson.
And now for another little touch of personality in the same color. Under the eye of their nurse, the children of His Excellency the Ethiopian Minister render their national anthem.
O Ethiopia, rejoice in the power of your God and your King. Your patriots are unanimous. Your freedom will never be touched. Strong are your mountains. You do not fear any enemies. Long live our victorious King, for our glory and honor. Preface. Ethiopia, the land of our fathers, the land where the gods love to be. She is one of the first nations mentioned in the Holy Scriptures. Her history stretches back to time immemorial. Across the pages of history, one finds countless instances where Ethiopia stood at the center of the world stage. In 1935, Italy invaded Ethiopia, igniting what would become the greatest war of our time, World War II. When the fascist forces of Benito Mussolini failed to overcome the tactical brilliance of the Ethiopian defense, they turned to inhumane warfare. Mustard gas was deployed, not only on the battlefields, but in civilian regions far from the front lines, in a cruel attempt to decimate the population. In 1936, His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I and Ethiopia's war ministers resolved that the Emperor should go to Geneva, Switzerland to appeal to the League of Nations for international support. From his exile in Bath, England from 1936 to 1941, the Emperor waged a powerful cognitive and diplomatic campaign. While His Majesty fought on that front, Ethiopian freedom fighters, the Black Lions, under the leadership of Ras Ababe Aragai, continued their resistance within the homeland. They held the line until the day of victory. In June 1936, the Emperor authored the Freedom Prayer and issued it to all Ethiopian forces. It was a spiritual and motivational beacon designed to uplift the morale of the soldiers and remind them of their sacred heritage and what was truly at stake. It was during a chance meeting in Addis Ababa with Janelle and a local Ethiopian that a copy of the Freedom Prayer was exchanged. Written in Amharic, the document carried with it a quiet power. When it was brought to the translation office near a stadium in the Mexico district of Addis Ababa, it was received with reverence. Only after the translation was returned did we understand why. The Freedom Prayer gives voice to the heart of an Ethiopian patriot, expressing a deep and unwavering love for nation and land through words of bravery and valor. The Public Trust Freedom Prayer. 1. We believe that Ethiopia is meant solely for us. 2. We believe that our Emperor, His Majesty Haile Selassie I, is appointed by God to serve our interests with unlimited capacity and vision throughout his life. 3. We believe that he guides our thoughts to lead us to the fulfillment of his will. 4. We believe that our country's security depends on our obedience. 5. We believe that our people who serve with obedience can act in unity. 6. We believe that to live a fulfilled life, we must rely on our government. Without it, there is no other path. 7. We believe that the spirit of freedom, forged from our blood and passed down through the generations, will never abandon us and will resist any form of slavery. 8. We believe that if we do not have a sacred commitment to serve Ethiopia without selfish motives, an act we consider taboo, we will stand before the country's freedom, which is the hero's God. 9. We believe that if we serve our country with a sacred commitment and without taboos, the righteous judge who will judge the living and the dead will crown us with glory. 10. We believe that we refuse to see, hear, or commit wrongdoings in our paradise of a country which has returned to freedom. A country with a king born within its borders is a blessed, respected, and free nation. Among all the gifts bestowed upon humanity, freedom is paramount. A free person embodies the essence of humanity, possessing wealth, honor, grace, dignity, likability, confidence, and a sense of belonging. Essentially, they occupy the rightful place that every human deserves. People lacking freedom may appear to have everything, yet remain impoverished, disgraced, and lacking the confidence to speak proudly of their nation, a people disgraced by their own. Even if it has riches, it will not look good. If it wears clothes, it cannot be heard if it speaks, or will not be honored with what it learned. People lacking freedom can be called property and assets of the powerful, devoid of the natural behaviors that define humanity. So, what is the difference between humans and humans? The difference lies in their freedom. A people without freedom is like a body without a soul. And this soul is a king absorbed into the people's body. Because of this, our ancient ancestors considered their people as one body. And when they determined ranks, they used this concept as an example of parts of the body, such as Grasmach, Kaznazmach, Fitarawe, and Ras. And the soul of this body is the emperor. Just like a body without a soul is dead, a country without its king cannot be called a live nation. So, the soul of this body is the emperor. Just like a body without a soul is lifeless, country without its king cannot be considered a living nation. Therefore, our emperor's life symbolizes the vitality and assurance of all of our people. May he remain the head of our unity and the guardian of our freedom. Let our words during the day and our dreams at night focus solely on our freedom. While we can purchase many desires with money, freedom cannot be bought, even with millions and billions. If we cannot attain freedom, we must acknowledge its priceless value. Those who truly understand the worth of freedom would rather lose their lives than lose their freedom. To protect our freedom, one must be brave. Those unwilling to carry their own weapons will be compelled to bear the burden of the enemy's weapons, as we learned from past experiences of slavery. However, there is a straightforward way to understand freedom. By deeply comprehending it and aligning our actions with this understanding, that we can eradicate that slavery that was unintentionally imposed upon us, even removing its scars and symbols forever. As Israel's history illustrates, slaves gained full freedom at the age of 50. In contrast, for Ethiopia, God has made that duration 50 years. Recall the words of Deuteronomy 15, verses 16 and 17. But if your servant say unto you, I do not want to leave you, because he loves you and your family and is well off with you, then take an awl and push it through his earlobe into the door, and he will become your servant for life. A son who does not love his father is not a true child. It is better to live in poverty in one's father's house than to live comfortably as a slave in a master's house.
This is the freedom prayer.
This is the Public Trust Freedom Prayer. And in conclusion, I leave you with the words of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Those who had attacked us rejoiced in our defeat and in our tribulation. We trusted in the Lord. He gave us victory. Our salvation is in the Lord. Who here can fail to trust in God, whose judgments are all righteous, and who fears not those who put their trust in Him? Has not the Lord, the mightier than the mighty, once again revealed that under the kingdom of heaven, no one government of man is greater than another? His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, spoken in May of 1945. This is the Perspective.